math, walang maiiwan. Math-sayang Math-aral tayo ng Math-tuto, upang ika'y umasenso. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina Math-aral na tayo. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina Math-aral na tayo. Halina Math-aral na tayo. Halina Math-aral na tayo. Halina, 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 Math-aral na tayo.
Muling nagbabalik ang Project SOAR. Nakapag-like, share, at subscribe na ba kayo mga batang mandunong? Kung hindi pa, huwag kalimutang gawin through our official YouTube channel, ang MTM channel, gayon din sa ating official Facebook page, Math Team, Mathematics Teachers Association of Mandaluyong. Ang ating mga kasama para sa aralin sa ikalimang baitang ay nagtapos sa Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Cabiao Campus, ng kursong Bachelor of Elementary Education, Teacher 1, kasalukuyang Math Coordinator ng Renato Lopez Elementary School, at nasa ikalimang taon ng serbisyo sa SDO Mandaluyong. Mga batang mandunong, ang inyong lingkod, Ginoong Emmanuel M. de la Cruz.
Good day everyone! Welcome to Project SOAR, series of online academic reviews for Math CLAID learning modules. I am Teacher Emman, your lecturer for Mathematics 5 Quarter 3 Week 5. Competencies. First, visualizing and describing solid figures. Second, make models of different solid figures like cube, prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and sphere using plane figures. The objectives of our lesson are: first, visualize and describe solid figures. Second, make models of different solid figures like cube, prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and sphere using plane figures. So let us have a review on your previous lesson. Which of these polygons are congruent in shape and size? Encircle them and write the statement for each. Okay, let us answer. Polygon A is congruent to polygon E. Polygon B is congruent to polygon C. Polygon I is congruent to polygon L. Polygon G is congruent to polygon R. Another review. Direction. Match column A with column B. Number 1. The faces of this figure are all squares. Number 2. It has two circular bases, no edge and no vertex. Number 3. It has a circular base and a vertex. Number 4. It has a curved surface without a base. All points on the curved surface are equidistant from a fixed point known as the center. Number 5. The base of this figure is a polygon and its faces are triangle. Great! Let us proceed to our lesson proper. Visualizes and describes solid figures. Look at the proper association of the name of the object and the solid shape that corresponds to it below. We have the Rubik's Cube, the shoebox, party hat, the Great Pyramid of Giza, basketball, can of sardines. Figures like the one represented are called solid figures. These figures are often seen in real life. So what is solid figures? Solid figures are three-dimensional figures. A three-dimensional object has length, width, and height. Moreover, they may have faces, edges, and vertices. A face is the flat surface of a solid figure. An edge is formed when two faces meet. An edge is a straight line segment. How many edges does a rectangular prism and triangular prism have? A vertex is a point where edges meet. Note, vertices is the plural form of vertex. How many vertices does a rectangular pyramid and rectangular prism have? Does a cylinder have a vertex? Solid figures are either polyhedron and non-polyhedron. A solid is a polyhedron if all its faces are polygons. Otherwise, it is a non-polyhedron. A polyhedron may be a prism or a pyramid. A prism is made up of two parallel and congruent bases, which can be any polygon. The other faces are parallelograms. A prism is named after the shape of its base. If its base is a triangle, it is called a triangular prism. If it is a pentagon, it is called a pentagonal prism. A pyramid has only one base, which can also be any polygon. The other faces are triangles, which meet at a common vertex. A pyramid is also named after the shape of its base. If the base is a square, we call it square pyramid. If the base is a triangle, we call it triangular pyramid. If the base is an octagon, we call it octagonal pyramid. Here are examples of polyhedron. We have triangular prism, rectangular prism, pentagonal prism, triangular pyramid, rectangular pyramid, and pentagonal pyramid. Examples of non-polyhedron. A cylinder is a solid with congruent parallel circular bases connected by a curved surface. A cone is a solid with a circular base connected by a curved surface to a single vertex. A sphere is a set of point space that is the same distance from a given point. A sphere has no faces, edges, or vertices. Make models of different solid figures: cube, prism, pyramid, cylinder, cone, and sphere using plane figure. Let us have this given problem. Ricky wants to make a small box out of recycled cartons and use it as a container of his gift for the orphanage. How will Ricky make the box? Let us answer the following question. What solid figure resembles the box? How many faces are there in rectangular prism or cube? How many edges and vertices? To make the small box, you should draw first the net. The net of a solid figure is a representation of its faces in plane figures. It is formed when solid figure is unfolded along its edges and its faces are laid out in a pattern in 2 dimensions. Nets of a rectangular prism are made up of rectangles and squares. Net of the rectangular prism. So there are 6 faces. In order for you to come up with the representation of the rectangular prism, cut the outside traces of the net. That's how it looks like after cutting the outside traces of the net. Then fold the inside traces of the net to form the solid figure. Then, there you have it, the representation of rectangular prism. To check if you really understand our lesson for today, let us answer activity number 1. Direction. Write the name of each solid figure. Choose your answer in the box. I'll give you 5 seconds to answer each number or each item. So let's start number 1. Time's up. The answer is rectangular pyramid. Number 2. Time's up. The answer is cone. Number 3. Time's up. The answer is cube. Let's proceed to number 4. Time's up. The answer is sphere. And last number 5. Time's up. The answer is cylinder. Did you get all the correct answer? That's great! To further practice with regards to our lesson, let us answer activity number 2. Direction. Name the space or solid figure that each object represents. Again, I'll give you 5 seconds to answer each number or each item. So are you ready? Let's start. Number 1. The roof of the house. Time's up. The answer is triangular prism. Next, number 2. Hat of a clown. What solid figure represents that object? Time's up. The answer is cone. Next, number 3. A baseball. Time's up. The answer is sphere. Next number 4. A drum. Time's up. The answer is cylinder. Next, number 5. Your math book. Time's up. The answer is rectangular prism. Did you get all the correct answer, children? How did you find the activity? Did you find it easy or hard? Now, let's proceed to the last activity. Activity number 3. Direction. Fill the correct net for the following solid figures. Again, I'll give you 5 seconds to answer each item or each number. So let's start. Number 1. Time's up. The answer is letter C. Next, number 2. Time's up. The answer is letter C again. Next, number 3. Time's up. The answer is letter C. Okay, let's proceed with number 4. Time's up. The answer for number 4 is letter A. Next, number 5. Time's up. The answer is letter A. Okay, children, so I hope that you got all the correct answer. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video lesson. I hope that you learned something from me. Muli, maraming salamat sa panonood mga batang mandunong. Kung kayo'y may mga katanungan, bumisita lang sa ating FB page ng Math Team, Mathematics Teacher Association of Mandaluyong, o kaya na may magpadala kayo ng mensahe sa inyong math teacher. Muli, ito si Teacher Emma ng Renato Lopez Elementary School na nagsasabing, Math-sayang Math-aral, Math-sayang Math-tuto.